Oh, that was good. Welcome to Mourning in the Morning. My name is Nieblas. I have a job, JR. It's just not right now. Why do you think I'm able to do this? What do you mean, get a job? What are you doing? Commenting on Facebook right now. You get a job. Trying to tell me to get a job. I'm performing beautiful music, informing people, and making people laugh. What are you doing? Goodness gracious. Welcome to Mourning in the Morning. My name is Nieblas. This is going to be your everyday wake-up morning show, 9:30 in the morning. I think, probably, is what we're going to try and do. Sean will be back probably on Friday. Maybe sometime other time this week. Maybe. Who knows? I'm so glad everyone's here. Listen, first things first, folks. This is what we're going to do. We are going to go on Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I don't know about Instagram, but Twitter, you know. We're going to pop in here and just hit the old share button. Let's see. Good morning, the morning to you. Good morning, the morning to you. Again, my name is Nieblas. You probably know that because you're probably just my friend tuning in to watch me. I appreciate it. Like it. You could share the post. That'd probably mean a little bit more to me. It's fine. It's fine. Just like we always do on Mourning in the Morning here. Let's do our first thing and we're going to check in. I wish I had music. We need like a DJ or something. You're like, bam, 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 boom, wow. Checking in. First things first. I'm doing this consistently. We did it on Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, just me. Then Friday was Sean. Today, fourth day in a row consistently? What? Insane. So I'm pretty happy about that. Just doing anything consistently is hard, you know. So that's that. You know, you got to keep going, keep pushing forward. Ruby and I, my daughter, 5 years old, we did a jam session the other day. Posted that video up on the Instagram. The lyrics that she came up with were pretty sweet. Basically, be yourself, always be yourself. Even if people make fun of you, be yourself. That's right. Even if it's hard, be yourself. You can't be someone if you don't know who you are. Be someone. You are someone. It's pretty damn good lyrics, I gotta say. I don't know. I've been two things that are happening this week that are pretty flippin' exciting for me. On Wednesday and on Thursday at Warner Brothers Studios, I'm in two short film student film premieres. The one on Wednesday, I'm going to be a supporting cast member, and the one on Thursday, I'm actually the lead in that film. So it's very exciting for me. I'm super happy about it. I asked the directors, what they think, how everything turned out and stuff, and they said it looks good, and it came out good, and they're happy. So that's all I can ask for, It's just a matter of seeing it and then being like, oh gosh, let's see what it looks like and like how it all turned out. So I think it's going to look really cool. I think they're both these films are going to be really good. So, open. But all you can do is just kind of, do your best and then not expect anything, just kind of just hope for things to turn out right? Just do your best. I think it would be the best thing. So I try and do my best. It's hard sometimes, especially a lot of these shoots were like overnight, and it was like 12 hours, and you've already been up all day, and then you got to shoot from 10 p.m. till 8 a.m. or something like that. It's just insane. But that's been a good stuff. I'm really, really happy about that and everything. I'm also shooting something tomorrow. I'm shooting a promo video for my short film that I'm going to be shooting soon. So it's going to be a promo video for my video. So it's going to be a short film for my short film. And my buddy Wakoa is going to be filming it for me, and we're just going to be doing a guerrilla crew, just us two, just trying to film. And we're going to see how it goes. But I'm hoping that we're organized enough that it's we just bam, 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 just knock it out. So this week is going to be pretty full and busy. And so I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow, but it's pretty flippin' sweet. Pretty excited for it. Other than that, nothing. That's it. That's all I got going on. We're going to skip the checking in. Let's go checking in. Let's go to the news. I want to come to the news here. I haven't looked at the news yet today. Just probably irresponsible. But we'll see. Let's go check out NPR. NPR News. I know there's some stuff going down. Brett Kavanaugh is number one. Brett Kavanaugh is probably like the big thing right now, right? Brett Kavanaugh lied under oath. He's a Supreme Court justice. He got way too upset on the stand when he was being asked questions. He said something about the Clintons have a revenge conspiracy up against him. This guy. Let's find I want to get a news story here. Gonna get the news story. Good old beer drinking Brett. He loves beer. I don't know. You drink? You drink beer? I drink beer. I mean, the thing is, too, even like just look at his behavior, and we should ask, is that appealing? Is that the kind of people we want on the stand right now? Like on the oh goodness, right? I mean, Brett Kavanaugh really isn't a shining example of a Supreme Court justice, I would say, probably, right? Where is that? Looking for it. Can't find it. It's fine. All right, let's just read it. Brett Kavanaugh. And again, when we look at news, let's look at NPR, BBC, the Canadian National, whatever's publicly funded, because publicly funded news is better because their funding is not dependent upon selling ads. So, you know, they don't have to keep you watching. They're just going to report the news. Let's check it out. The big pharma. Let's go to the opioid crisis, because this is nuts. This is insane. So what has happened here is the Sackler family, who owns Purdue Pharma, and accused of fueling the opioid crisis by lying about the addictive properties of Oxycontin and things like that. I mean, they're filing bankruptcy. They're filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which Chapter 11, there's some things that require them to pay debts and whatnot. But it's essentially they're liquidating their assets and then filing bankruptcy. So what happened is they took all of they're taking billions of dollars and just shipping it overseas. Like they're just sending it to like Swiss bank accounts, I think. Let's read on. All right. Purdue Pharma, the maker of Oxycontin, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection Sunday night, just days after striking a settlement with more than 2,000 local governments over its alleged role in creating and sustaining the deadly opioid crisis. The filing in New York follows the Sackler family agreeing to relinquish ownership of the lucrative company. The family also agreed to provide $3 billion in cash over several years and future revenue from the sale of Oxycontin to assist communities hardest hit by the opioid epidemic. $3 billion sounds like a lot. I'll tell you this, not enough. On Sunday, Purdue's board of directors approved the settlement, which includes 24 state attorneys general who sued the company, accusing it of fueling the nationwide addiction crisis by aggressively marketing Oxycontin while downplaying its potential for addiction. Following Sunday's bankruptcy filing, the company's board members said the deal struck with the thousands of state and local governments will provide billions to combat the country's opioid crisis. This settlement framework avoids wasting hundreds of millions of dollars in years on protracted litigation. Instead, will provide billions of dollars in critical resources to communities across the country trying to cope with the opioid crisis, says Steve Miller, chairman of Purdue's board of directors. Of course, we don't want lengthy litigation when these people should be in jail. Let's just say that. They should be in prison. The people who get put in prison are the people that, do drugs, steal stuff, a couple $100 worth of stuff, $1,000 worth of stuff. These people have made billions of dollars by exploiting people in pain, by lying to the medical community and aggressively marketing and campaigning for this drug to be sold. The drug maker said the value of the settlement is about $10 billion, but 26 states opposed to the deal have contested the estimate, vowing to take Sackler family to state courts in an attempt to tap into the family's fortune. Yeah, $10 billion is just a fraction of what they have. The bankruptcy filing follows a statement by New York State's Attorney General Letitia James, alleging that investigators discovered nearly $1 billion in wire transfers made by Purdue to Swiss bank accounts, allegedly to shield the family's wealth from litigation. They're hiding money. Purdue has pointed out that its products were approved by the Federal Drug Administration, and the doctors were prescribing them to address patient pain. But the plaintiffs in the suits argue that the company officials intensively marketed opioids and downplayed their addictive risks, laying the groundwork for the opioid crisis, which has claimed tens of thousands of lives and is often described as a national emergency. This kind of thing happens all the time. It happens with racism, for example. If somebody is not saying the N-word and saying, I'm not going to hire you because you're black, or, I want to build a wall because it's going to keep Mexicans and brown people out. Like, yes, we can all agree that those things would be racist. Those are racist things, right? It gets more difficult when you start looking at statistics that say, black people are 3 times as likely to be shot by police. Now, you could say, well, black people commit crimes more often, which statistically that is true. Let's take a look at the reasons why. Why is that? They have more interactions with police, number one. Why is that? Oh, because policing is heavier in urban areas. Why do they live mostly in urban areas? Well, because a lot of black people are impoverished. About twice as many, actually a little bit more than twice as many black people per capita are in poverty than are white people. So we have to, these situations, these things are not easy. They're not black and white. But there are some very clear, what happens is people think like, we're going to stop right here with our logic and we're not going to go beyond that. And then we decide, that's the problem. We say, oh, well, black people commit more crimes. Well, black people also, they get arrested for more crimes. They get bothered by police more often. They also get harsher sentences for the same crimes as other people who are not people of color. So you have to consider all of these things and realize that even though a judge is not banging a gavel and saying, guess what, you're going back across the border there, wetback. Like, just because that's not happening doesn't mean that racism is not very prevalent in our system from the ground up. Like, it's just, and from the top down, it's there. And it needs to be addressed. And the same thing that here, it's not, oh, well, we just gave you the drug and then you decided to use it how you used it. Well, we were also being informed by you, the information that the drug was not as addictive, that you were just pushing it and telling the doctors it was fine, prescribe it to everybody, it's totally cool. And then that did lay the groundwork for, in fact, this snowball of people addicted to painkillers and dying. 130 people a day die from painkillers, man. That's insane. That's insane. You're supposed to be helping people. You're supposed to be taking pain away from people. This is causing pain. And then they're just getting away with billions of dollars with it. It's fine. Just billions, It's ridiculous. These people should be in jail. Well, we'll see if that happens. I got like an eye twitch now just thinking about it. It's freaking ridiculous. All right. Yeah, that North Carolina thing is just ridiculous. This country is in an interesting state right now with its politics, everything going. I feel like we are teetering, but I also don't want to be alarmist. Like I feel like we are in a place where it's like, man, shit's pretty bad. But it's probably been worse before. I mean, we're not fighting brother against brother, on a bloody battlefield right now. But in a way, we are separating each other a lot. I've been talking about this before, where we're currently in like a civil war. It's a civil war of ideas. We're trying to decide, who we are as a nation, who we are as people. Like, are we gonna be more nationalistic and worry about our borders and worry about us, and say that we are more exclusionary about our policies and whatnot. Like our policies about Americans. We're all about America, America, America. And if we want to start limiting that so that America becomes this, I don't know, this kind of, homogenous thing that is not affected by outside circumstances or forces or things like that. Do we want that? I personally don't think so. I think that diversity is strength. Diversity is strength. I mean, it's just proof in genetics. It's proof in nature. Diversity is strength. So I think that we honestly should have open borders. I think we should have, if we are going to have a wall, I think we should have like every 10 to 20 miles have a setup with nurses and doctors and social workers and lawyers and people there to help those people who statistically commit crime far less than U.S. citizens do. So these people just want to work. They just want to find a way to survive and live in a country that's better than their own. Our country, we keep saying that it's so damn good, and we say that it's like so much better than everyone else's. Yeah, that's why they want to be here. So shit, give them a break, okay? Democrats get closer to serious field of Trump challengers. Bernie, Elizabeth Warren. Let's see what else we got here. Blocks removal of the Confederate statue. That's, man. The news is just depressing. Let's. Goodness. Brett Kavanaugh lied on under oath when being interviewed for the Supreme Court. I mean, come on. The dude doesn't deserve to be on the Supreme Court. Mitch McConnell stopped the appointment of Merrick Garland. All this is ridiculous, right? I mean, the fact that we've even allowed it to get to this point, it's not politics as normal. It's politics as, Republicans want it to be. So we need it to change, and the only way to change is to vote. So we get out, we vote, and we make our voice known, and then we vote people in who are progressive and who have integrity and who are the adults in the room and who can, who don't deny science and those kind of things. So let's do that. Can we, please? Yes. Wonderful. Movies and TV. I don't know. I haven't watched any new. I feel like in a slump. This is just a slump for movies and TV right now. There's nothing really exciting going on. Trying to think of some trailers that I've seen recently. Nothing's really just tickling my fancy in any way. I want to get more into like horror films and stuff because I think that that's a genre that I haven't really appreciated as much as I should as a filmmaker myself, trying to be. Just being. I mean, I am. You just tell you what. You just say you are something, then you just do it, and then that's what you are. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am a filmmaker, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to keep going, because it feels like you always feel like you're starting too late. I've heard 20-something year olds say like, by now, like everyone's already got their degree, everybody's already like doing their thing, and I feel like I'm just playing catch up. I'm like, man, I didn't figure my shit out until I was like 33. And even then I'm like, oh, I didn't really have it figured out. I just had like that step figured out. I just had like that one thing that I could do that I'm like to move forward just a little bit more, you know, just to take those initial steps to get that ball rolling, to say, I know what I want to do. I know there's that like lofty goal out there that I want to go for, that I'm thinking, you know, like my goal was, and I like repeating my goals out loud too, because it's like, you know, it's not so much like putting out in the universe. I don't like, it's kind of froofy for me, but to me, it is like, it's when you say something out loud, you're solidifying it more in your mind. I feel like you're strengthening those bonds in your brain about what that means to you and what it should mean. So like, for example, my goal is because I started around 32, 33, entering my goal of trying to be into the entertainment industry. And being in the entertainment industry could mean any number of things. I could currently consider myself part of the entertainment industry because I have, you know, a commercial agent. So I go on auditions. I haven't booked any commercial auditions yet, but they say that it takes a year or two to even book your first commercial. So I'm on that path. But I don't feel like I haven't booked anything that is, you know, something that can say, you know, I've broken through. And breaking through to me would mean by the age of 42, 43 years old, I hope to be in a TV or in movie, in a film or in a TV show, and somebody just to see me and go, hey, don't I know that guy from somewhere? What movie do I know him from? What TV show have I seen him in? He looks familiar. Just that. That's it. That's all I want. That's fine. I don't even know somebody. I didn't need anybody to know my name. I don't need anybody to know my body of work. You know, I just need somebody to be like, I think I've seen that guy before. I would like that reaction. And I think that that's a fairly reasonable goal. You know, there's plenty of friends of mine who've done commercials. They're on like network things. I've worked with people who are doing network and really cool big stuff. So I'm like, man, it's possible. It's possible. And that's the main thing, right? I think a lot of people get held up because they think things aren't possible. They think things are just, you know, impossible to do or impossible to get away with or impossible to follow through, you know, with. And I think that's a lot of people's there's like a short-sightedness to their goals, you know, where it's like, well, I got to work and go to, you know, do this every single day so that I can just get to the next day and the next and the next. And they lack that, like, you know, long, big, you know, I mean, my big goals don't end there. You know what I mean? My big goals end with me having a very long life. And ultimately, the biggest goal, and I think this is the most important thing for me, was that when I made the decision to pursue, you know, entertainment industry and whatnot, I personally said, look, if I never do anything huge in the entertainment industry, if I never break through, if I never, you know, do anything that anybody's going to know my name or whatever, that's fine. If I can do that and just have, you know, a career, if I can make like, you know, $30, $40, $50,000 a year, acting, writing, producing, directing, whatever, then awesome. Then mission accomplished as far as my career is concerned. But what like the other lofty goal is as well is that, you know, if I can go to the end of my life and say I've been the best husband and best father that I could possibly be, and eventually, you know, grandfather and whatnot. But that's the goal. That is the goal that drives the rest of the goals. You know, it's being a husband and a father first, and then a performer, entertainer, and artist second. But having those individually kind of drive each other, you know. I don't know. That didn't really have anything to do with TV movie. It had to do with TV and movies, but, you know, me with TV and movies, but whatever. All right. Let's do some music. Why not? I always feel nervous about this part because I'm like, what if it's like messed up and I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, and that's what's fun about it. So let's play some music. Why not? Let's see. Fun little ditty. All right. We'll see what happens. That was a lot of fun. Well, let me get rid of this. All right. Well, music is fun. Let me just pop this sucker back up there. These mornings with me are shorter because they're harder because it's just me. So I'm just going to go ahead and just keep doing them. Why not? Just keep doing what I'm doing. But I got a house to clean now. So I am glad that if anybody watched this, cool. If not, whatever. Well, I'll be here, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's make this happen. So, I guess we could do our final thoughts. Final thoughts! Final thoughts are, I love you. I care about you. I want you to be the best person you could possibly be. And I also mean that for everybody out there, not just me, because I'm looking at myself in the monitor going, you, listen. I need you to be the best person you could possibly be. You understand me? Here's the thing. Squeaky squeak. Yeah. Morning. My name is Nicholas Nieblas. Go out there, be good to people. Don't be an asshole. That's a catchphrase. Don't be an asshole. Let me take care of that for you.